Music master is very, very important. In fact, it's as important as the artist himself, because the master is the finished work. It has everything to do with the body of composition, production, instrumentation, and everything. When everything has been put together and is now produced into a song. Now, usually if an artist is independent, he owns 100% of his master. But if an artist is not independent, the master belongs to the label, because the labels are the one that will spend the money on everything to make sure the song come into being, except if it is like a distribution agreement, which they had no stake in the master, just the distribution of the song. That's more or less like a licensing. So whenever an artist is leaving a label, usually there should be a time that we explain the ownership of the master, or in relationship to the master after the term of the contract. So for example, now, according to news, when Asake finally left YBNL released all his masters to him, but YBNL is having a percentage of all the net income from that master from the next 10 years. So that's how it works. In some cases, the artist might decide to buy out his masters, like all the earnings that is meant to go to the label after the end of the termination of the contract. He might decide to buy them out completely. That is also now an option. But in most cases, if there are some fundamental terms in the contract that preclude the label from releasing the master, maybe the artist has not completed the term of the contract, such as number of singles or number of albums or number of years, the labels can refuse to drop the master. They have total rights and power to do that until the term of the contract has been finalized. And just the way I've said it, artists need to be careful, because labels came out to invest into an artist, so you don't expect them to invest and don't want to get enough of the remuneration from their investments. So in most cases, labels can insert clauses that even give them rights over the master after the termination of the contract, or a right over the earnings from the masters after the termination of the contract. In most cases, if there's a mutual relationship between the artist and the label when the contract is being terminated, there wouldn't be any problem with that. But the truth is, in Nigeria, labels and artists hardly terminate mutually. It's not even Nigeria alone. Almost every time, it's money matter we're talking about. So whenever you want to sign a deal with any label, and any label, whenever you want to sign a deal with an artist, I think we should start looking beyond the present and start looking into the future. When the time for termination comes, how is each party going to take this? And get a lawyer friend.